Dr. Jayashree, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Jayashree, am I visible? Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Your video, your audio, everything is clear. We will wait for a few more participants, sir.
Okay, we will wait. We will wait.
I was just texting you.
Video.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, okay. So I will log in again at 1:30.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Done, sir.
Thank you.
In another 10 minutes.
Fine.
Yeah. Good afternoon, all. Our next session promises to be a profound exploration into the realm of research ethics, and it is my pleasure to introduce our esteemed speaker, Professor Joseph Dorairaj. It is with great honor and anticipation that we introduce our esteemed speaker, Professor Joseph Dorairaj, holding the distinguished position of Professor of English at the School of English and Foreign Languages, Gandhigram Rural Institute. His wealth of academic and leadership achievements is truly commendable. Professor Dorairaj's illustrious career includes serving as the former acting Vice Chancellor of Gandhigram Rural Institute. As a Fulbrighter and Erasmus Monday visiting scholar, he has not only expanded his own horizons, but has significantly contributed to the academic discourses. An accomplished author, Professor Dorairaj has penned 5 scholarly books, among them the notable Myth and Literature 2006. His editorial contributions include 3 volumes addressing Indian English poets, Gandhi, and Western philosophy. In the realm of academia, he has provided invaluable guidance by successfully overseeing 21 PhD candidates and over 100 theses. Serving as an assessor for NAC since 2010, Professor Dorairaj has actively participated in shaping revised methodologies for accreditation. His international impact extends to being a visiting professor at prestigious institutions such as Osmania University and the University of Kashmir. Founder, editor of the Gandhigram Literary Review, he has also undertaken significant assignments for UPSC PT Board, New Delhi. We are privileged to have Professor Joseph Dorairaj as our distinguished speaker, and we look forward to gaining profound insights into the ethics of research during his session. Over to Dr. Joseph Dorairaj. Sir, please.
Thank you, Dr. Jayashree. Am I visible? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so dear friends, good afternoon, a virtual good afternoon. I am happy to participate in this. I am happy to be a part of this FTP organized by VIT with the title Pedagogical Paradigms Negotiating Innovation in Education. At the outset, I would like to congratulate the coordinators, Dr. Jayashree and Dr. Hasina. And I also thank Dr. Jayashree for inviting me to talk on research and ethics. So dear friends, I'll be making a PowerPoint presentation and I'll share my screen with you. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay, thank you. So dear friends, the topic for my presentation this afternoon is research ethics, and I have divided my presentation into 3 units. So the first unit is titled Academic Integrity, and this is a short one. I have a couple of slides wherein I clarify what is meant by academic integrity, and I talk about 3 areas where academic integrity is absolutely essential. So this is the first part of my presentation. In the second part of my presentation, which will constitute the core of my presentation, in fact, I will be spending at least 50 to 60 minutes on the second part of my presentation. I'll be talking about 25 crucial issues in the area of research ethics. And for each issue, for each dimension, I'll be giving plenty of examples. So that is the second part of my presentation. The third part of my presentation, it is titled Research in India, a few issues. That also is a brief one. I have 3 slides wherein I talk about the current research scenario in India. So dear friends, the title of my presentation this afternoon is Research Ethics, and I have divided my presentation into 3 units. The first part I will deal with academic integrity. In the second part, I will be talking about 25 important issues in the area of research ethics. And towards the end, in the third part of my presentation, I will be talking about the research scenario in India, particularly the initiatives that the UGC has taken as far as the ethical dimension in research is concerned. So now let me move on to the first part of my presentation, wherein I'll be talking about academic integrity. I have a couple of slides. So this particular slide, I will make an attempt to define academic integrity. How does the UGC define academic integrity, and elsewhere outside the country, foreign academic bodies, how do they look at the term academic integrity? So I will talk about this in this particular slide. And in the following slide, I'll be talking about the consequences. I'll be drawing your attention to the consequences of not maintaining academic integrity, particularly in terms of teaching, research, and assessment. Okay, so this slide, I make an attempt to define what is academic integrity. But before that, I would like to make it very clear, whenever we use the word academic, the adjective academic integrity. So the term academic involves 3 areas or 3 dimensions, namely teaching, research, and assessment. So which means when we talk about academic integrity, we are talking about integrity with regard to teaching, integrity with regard to research, and integrity with regard to assessment. So all the 3 dimensions, all the 3 components are equally important. We cannot focus on teaching and neglect research and assessment, or we cannot focus on research and neglect teaching and assessment. So we need to focus on all the 3 dimensions when we talk about academic integrity. So dear friends, I have 2 definitions of academic integrity. So the first definition of academic integrity that has been taken from the UGC regulations 2018. So according to the UGC regulations 2018, academic integrity is the intellectual honesty. Look at the word honesty. So academic integrity refers to the intellectual honesty in proposing, performing, and reporting any activity which leads to the creation of intellectual property. So the key word in this definition is honesty, and this honesty, this integrity is essential for the creation of intellectual property, whether we talk about copyrights or patents or publications. So this is the first definition, and the source is UGC regulations 2018. So dear friends, I have one more definition of academic integrity, and the source of this definition is, please look at the last 2 lines, the Quality Assurance Agency for Higher Education in UK. Now in India, we have NAC, National Assessment and Accreditation Council, with its headquarters in Bangalore. Just as we have NAC in India, in UK, they have a body called the Quality Assurance Agency for Higher Education. So I have taken the second definition of academic integrity from this source, from this agency. So according to the Quality Assurance Agency for Higher Education in UK, academic integrity includes a number of things, namely principles, values, conduct, measures, and systems relating to fairness and honesty. The UGC talks about honesty. The Quality Assurance Agency in Higher Education for UK, that talks about fairness and honesty in terms of number 1, teaching, number 2, learning, and number 3, assessment. So dear friends, in this slide, I have talked about academic integrity in terms of 3 areas or 3 domains or 3 dimensions, namely teaching, research, and
Sir,
assessment. And I
excuse
have
me, sir.
also, And I
So
also,
sorry for interrupting, sir. Actually, PPT is not visible. This is Mutleka,
beg your
sir.
pardon?
Sir, PPT is not visible.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes, sir.
It's visible now, sir. Thank you.
Is my screen visible now?
Yes, sir. It's visible.
Yes,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Okay, thanks for alerting me. Okay, so I'll go through the slides again very briefly. So dear friends, the topic of my research presentation this afternoon is research ethics. And I have divided my presentation into 3 units. In the first part, I'll be talking about academic integrity. In the second part of the presentation, I'll be talking about 25 crucial issues in the area of research ethics. And towards the end, that is in the third part of the presentation, I'll be highlighting the research scenario in India. So dear friends, this is how I have organized my presentation. So it is in 3 parts: academic integrity, 25 issues in research ethics, and research in India, a few issues. So dear friends, in this particular slide, I would like to define the term academic integrity, and I would like to take the help of the UGC regulations 2018 and also the Quality Assurance Agency for Higher Education in UK. Now, dear friends, I would like to draw your attention to the fact that whenever we talk about academic integrity, we are in fact talking about not one dimension, but we are talking about 3 areas, 3 dimensions. That is integrity in terms of teaching and learning.